new revelations have appeared that show how the United States is trying to put Iran under pressure. Reports say the administration of US President Donald Trump has launched an offensive of speeches and online communications to foment unrest in the country. This is meant to work in concert with US President Donald Trump's push to economically throttle Iran by reimposing tough sanctions. The drive is supported by Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and National Security Advisor John Bolton. And it has reportedly intensified since President Trump withdrew America from a 7-nation nuclear deal with Iran that was signed in 2015. Iranian leaders had repeatedly accused the US of pursuing a hostile agenda against the country, and they were proven right by this latest revelation that clearly showed how Washington's animosity toward the Islamic Republic is deeply rooted.
Many administrations in Washington, from the beginning of the revolution up to now, have been developing different friction points with the Iranian government in some shape or form. However, what we are seeing right now is, particularly with the administration of Donald Trump and individuals that he has in his cabinet, and particularly in his national security apparatus, happen to be what we call ultra-hops. They are the right wings of the right wings within Washington's political apparatus. And what we are seeing is they are developing a strategy in a way that is not really also widely acceptable by the broader Washington politics, if you will.
Many agree that the Trump administration has tried to recruit the best of the worst in his anti-Iran camp. They include Saudi Arabia, an undemocratic country with unelected leaders, and Israel, which is internationally known for its dismal record of rights violations against the Palestinians. And both have already made their animosity against Iran clear.
This type of campaign, which is promising, if you will, a 0-0 or zero-sum game, is not going to be beneficial for the region. And this is a very short-sighted approach that is being taken place by Bibi Netanyahu, Mohammed bin Salman, and Donald Trump.
More recently, the US has shown an inclination to approach the Mujahedin Khalq organization, the MKO, an anti-Iran terrorist cult with a large record of assassinating Iranians as well as US citizens. These clearly show the depth of American hostility toward the Islamic Republic. US President Donald Trump has several times said he's ready to talk to Iran, but many believe this is merely a publicity stunt. Iran's response: the US is not a reliable party to negotiate. Leader of Iran's Islamic Revolution this past Saturday said talking to Washington will be useless, as the Americans have already made it clear they cannot be trusted.
And if we have to give a GPA, political GPA, on foreign policy to Mr. Trump, it is a big F, because what we've seen today is we've seen more friction, we've seen more domestic politics, and we have frankly seen nothing but chaotic foreign policy by Trump administrations on many fronts, in every continent, and frankly on roughly around every issue.
A look at current events show this sentiment is widespread. Even Washington's European allies have said America is not reliable. It appears the problem is not with a country, as the same sentiment never existed before Trump. The problem is with a president who has taken America on a path of rebellion against a large chunk of the international community, politically and economically.